Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome to Shifting Lanes. My name is Hanson, and for this video, I'm standing right in front of the all-new Lexus RX. Let's go take a look. The first thing to notice here is that this has a bold new look. This is riding on the 5th generation platform. This is the GAK, and it's actually got a longer wheelbase. It's 2.36 inches longer compared to the older generation Lexus RX. This is also lighter and it's stiffer, so this is going to have a better ride quality. Up front, you can see the new spindle grille. It actually doesn't look like a spindle anymore. It doesn't look like that hourglass shape that you could see on the older Lexus. And if you look at the headlights, you've got the traditional 3 LED projectors, and you've got that Lexus checkmark identity. And if you look at the side, you've got that character line, you've got some big wheels, and you've got that floating roof design that looks similar to the previous generation. And from this angle, this thing looks like a tall hatchback instead of that clumsy SUV. So this is going to look really good on your driveway. And then finally at the back, we've got the taillights, you've got that single light bar, and here's that new Lexus design. You've got Lexus spelled out instead of that traditional logo. And what we're looking at here, this is the RX 500H. This is the top of the line. So you've got some exclusive front and rear bumpers. Here, it has kind of like that dual exhaust look, but there are no dual exhaust ports here. You'll also notice that the over fenders, they're now color matched. So it looks more luxurious compared to the older Lexus RX, which has that matte black, more utilitarian look. Now let's jump inside. Red interior, it looks gorgeous. And the first thing that you'll notice is that it's got a new infotainment system and also a fully digital instrument cluster. So completely new look compared to the previous generation. And let's turn this thing on. So first thing I noticed is through the lens here, we've got like those 2 bulbs. I gotta check what that actually does, but that just went away, so that's interesting. But I can't actually turn this car on because we are inside a building. There's no ventilation to kind of exhaust the gases, but we will turn the air on because it is a bit stuffy in here. But here you've got the new infotainment system. You've got that pinch to zoom functionality, just like your phone or a tablet. And what I love about this the most is that the usability, it's just so much easier than compared to the older infotainment system. There's no more clumsy trackpad or anything like that. There's no touchpad. It's just an easy touchscreen. Looking ahead, you've got a new fully digital instrument cluster, and also there is a heads-up display. And if you look on the heads-up display, it has a lot more information than previous generation. And on the left-hand side, you control your music stuff, and on the right-hand steering pad, you've got your driving assistance stuff, your cruise control settings, your following distance. And I love how much information there is on the heads-up display, because that means that you can cram more information on a screen where you won't take your eyes off the road. Looking at the center console, you still have a volume knob here, which is very important because a lot of car companies have gone away from knobs and dials and just went fully digital. In here, you still have your digital buttons. I like how the HVAC buttons, which you don't normally use very often, are digital, but your temperature controls are still dials, and I like how there's a screen in the middle, and also the volume knob is right here. And then you've got your front defroster and also your rear defrosters and side view mirror defrosters. And you've got special buttons here to help you with parking. And also when you press this, you've got the 360-degree camera feed. And I love that so much. Very useful. Hazard button. And then down here, you've got some USB connections. You could close this if you'd like. And here's your gear shifter, cup holders. And also you've got your armrest, which can open from the left-hand side or the right-hand side. If you want to open the door, you've got this e-latch system. Just press that and you can get out. Second row. And there is plenty of room here, and I love how there's plenty of buttons. You also have some USB chargers. You've got ventilated and heated seats back here, which is really nice, and vents, and also you've got that Mark Levinson speaker system and armrest in the middle. Flip that for your cup holders, really nice, and plenty of leg room. I love how the wheelbase has been stretched, and here's the reason why. It's to provide much more leg room for the passenger. And then let's open the back. There we go. Plenty of space back here as well. And there's some buttons on the left-hand side where you can actually just lower and raise the second row. Now in the power department, this is the RX 500h F Sport Performance. So this is making the most power. This is powered by a 2.4 liter turbocharged engine, and it's actually got a hybrid system to drive the front axle, and then also an e-axle system to drive the rear axle. So all in, this is making 367 horsepower and 406 pound-feet of torque. There are many more engine options. Of course, you've got the RX 350, which has a 2.4 liter turbocharged engine, and then you've got the RX 350h, which is a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated hybrid engine, and then you've got a plug-in hybrid, which is going to be called the RX 450h Plus. We don't have any details on that just yet, but that is coming out soon. And then, of course, you've got the RX 500h over here. So there you have it. I want to thank you so much for watching all the way to this point, and I'll see you on the next one.